Scene 1.
Okay, so this is the Amazon Hub Locker. I've never actually used one before. Do I just scan something or does it open automatically?
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Once you're here, you open the Amazon app, tap Pickup, and then either scan the barcode or enter the pickup code. The locker assigned to you pops open right away.
Got it. I see the notification now. It says I've got a 72-hour window to grab it, which is nice because I was worried I'd miss it if I couldn't make it here right away.
Exactly. That's why people like these lockers. You don't have to stress about porch theft, and you can swing by whenever it works for you, as long as it's within that time frame.
That makes sense. Honestly, between missed deliveries and packages getting left in weird places, this feels way more reliable, especially since I live in an apartment where stuff tends to disappear.
Same. Plus, if it's a return, you can drop it off here too. No printing labels, no waiting in line. You just follow the steps in the app and you're done in like a minute.
Wow, that's actually way easier than I expected. All right, locker's open. Looks like the system actually does what it promises.
See? Once you use it once, it's hard to go back. Scene 2.
Yo, hold up. Are we going uptown or downtown from here? I swear, every time I take the subway, my brain just blanks out the second I see those signs.
Same, honestly. Okay, so if we're heading to 42nd Street, we want uptown. Downtown would send us deeper into Brooklyn, which is definitely not the vibe right now.
All right, uptown it is. But this platform's kind of sketchy. Are we on the right side? I don't want to end up standing here like an idiot while the train I need pulls in across the tracks.
Nah, we're good. Look, see that sign? Uptown and the Bronx. As long as it says that, we're golden. Just ignore the downtown train when it rolls in. It messes with people all the time.
Got it. Honestly, the way New York labels directions is wild. In literally every other city, I just follow a color or a number. But here it's like, cool, now understand geography.
Facts. But once it clicks, it clicks. Just remember, uptown usually means north, downtown means south. Worst case, we ride one stop, hop off, and switch. No big deal.
True. All right, I see headlights. Please tell me that's us.
Yep, that's our train. Come on, let's squeeze in before it gets even more packed.
Scene 3.
Hey, before we go through, can you check your clipper balance? Mine just flashed low when I really don't feel like getting stuck at the gate again.
Yeah, good call. Let me tap it real quick. Okay, I've got about $5 left. That should be enough for this ride, right?
For this trip, yeah, but barely. BART fares add up faster than people expect, especially once you cross the bay. I usually try to keep at least $10 on there so I don't have to think about it.
That makes sense. I always forget until the gate beeps at me. Is there a machine nearby, or should I just reload on my phone?
Either works. The app's usually faster if your signal's decent. If not, there's a clipper machine right by the escalator. You can add value and it updates almost instantly now.
Okay, I'll reload $5 more just to be safe. Done. All right, moment of truth.
Nice. Smooth tap. No angry beeping this time.
Success. Let's go. Train should be here in a couple minutes.
Scene 4.
Okay, before we get in line, do you actually know how to order animal style, or are you just winging it like last time?
Hey, I mostly know. You just say animal style, right? Fries or burger, and they magically know what you mean?
Kind of, but it helps to be specific. Like if you want the fries animal style, you gotta say it out loud. Otherwise, you'll just get regular fries and regret your life choices.
Wow, dramatic, but fair. So for me, double, animal style, extra grilled onions, and fries animal style to share. Well, share, loosely speaking.
Respect. I'm doing the cheeseburger animal style, no tomato, and I might add chopped chilies. It's not on the menu, but they'll totally do it if you ask.
See, that's the secret menu confidence I don't have yet. Every time I ask, I feel like I'm breaking some rule.
Nah, that's literally the whole vibe here. If you don't customize it in and out, you're doing it wrong.
All right, coach. If I mess this up, I'm blaming you.
Deal. Worst case, we just order more burgers. There are worse problems to have.
Scene 5.
I always feel a little lost in the modern art rooms, like I'm missing the secret answer.
You're not. Half the time, it's more about what it makes you notice or feel than getting it right.
This piece is interesting, but I'm not sure I fully get it yet. At first glance, it just looks abstract. but the description says it's about isolation in modern cities.
Yeah, I read that too. I think the empty space is doing a lot of the work here. It kind of mirrors how people can be surrounded by others and still feel disconnected.
That makes sense. The more I look at it, the more intentional it feels. The muted colors, the rough texture, even the uneven spacing. It all seems designed to make the viewer slow down and sit with that uncomfortable feeling instead of instantly understanding it.
Exactly. I also like that it doesn't spell everything out. It leaves room for personal interpretation depending on your own experiences. Someone who's lived in a big city might react very differently from someone who hasn't.
True. I used to think modern art was just trying too hard to be confusing, but now I kind of appreciate how it invites conversation instead of giving you a clear answer.
I feel the same way. I don't always like every piece, but I enjoy the process of thinking through what the artist might be trying to communicate.
Scene 6.
So this movie has 3 options: original audio with subtitles, English dub, and the dubbed version with English captions. Which one do you want to go with?
I usually prefer original audio, but this one's in Korean, right? I'm fine with subtitles, but I don't want to miss the visuals because I'm reading the whole time.
Yeah, that's fair. Personally, I lean toward original audio with English subtitles because you get the actors' real performances, the tone, the pauses, all of that. Even if I miss a line or two, it still feels more authentic to me overall.
I get that. The dub can feel kind of off sometimes, especially when the lip movements don't match. But the English dub with captions might be a good middle ground if we want to catch every detail.
True, that might be the safest choice, especially since it's supposed to be pretty dialogue heavy.
Let's do that then. I'd rather follow everything clearly than struggle halfway through.
Scene 7.
Okay, so doors just opened and I'm already stressed. Look at the schedule. Why do my top 3 artists all have to play at the same damn time?
I know, right? Classic festival problem. I'm dead set on Neon Atlas at 6:30, but Solar Echo starts at 6:20 on the other stage, and I really don't want to miss their opening song.
I know exactly what you mean. Solar Echo's intros are insane. What if we catch the first 20 minutes there, then bounce and sprint over to Neon Atlas? It'll be tight, but if we hustle, we might pull it off.
That could work, but that stage gets packed fast. If we show up late, we might end up stuck way in the back, watching everything on the screens instead of actually feeling the crowd.
True. Okay, alternate plan. We fully commit to Neon Atlas, get a decent spot, and then dip early to catch the second half of Lunar Keys. I've seen them before, so I won't be crushed if we miss the start.
Honestly, that sounds smarter. I'd rather enjoy 2 sets properly than half enjoy 3 while running around like maniacs.
Agreed. Let's lock that in before we change our minds again.
Scene 8.
Dude, these seats are way higher than I expected. I feel like I'm watching the game from a drone shot or something.
Yeah, nosebleeds will do that. But honestly, from up here, you can actually see plays develop instead of just staring at giant dudes sprinting past you.
Fair point. Last time I sat courtside, it was hype, but I spent half the game craning my neck and missing what was happening on the weak side.
Exactly. Lower bowl's the sweet spot for me. Close enough to hear the trash talk, but still wide enough to read the floor. Upper level's more chill, though, especially if you're just here to vibe.
True. Plus, the tickets were way cheaper. I'm not trying to drop half my paycheck just to see sweat flying in 4K. For real. And up here, nobody's judging if you grab beers or dip out early. Down low, it feels like everyone's flexing. Yeah, lower sections are all business casual and I know ball. Up here, it's hoodies, nachos, and yelling at the refs.
Honestly, that's the real fan experience. As long as we can see the scoreboard and the replay screens, I'm good.
Same. Next game, though, I might try corner lower bowl. Best of both worlds.
Scene 9.
That hot dog line is insane. It's wrapping around the concourse like it's a ride at Disneyland.
Yeah, no kidding. If we jump in now, we're definitely missing at least half an inning. Maybe more if the register freezes again like last time.
True, but I'm starving. I skipped lunch and the smell of grilled onions is straight up bullying me at this point.
Okay, real talk. If we go during the pitching change, we can hustle back before the next at-bat. At worst, we miss one batter, not a whole rally.
That's actually smart. Plus, it's the top of the fifth, so it's not exactly crunch time yet.
Exactly. And honestly, watching people sprint back with trays of food while trying not to spill beer is half the fun.
For real. I just don't want to be that person shimmying past everyone while the crowd's losing it over a double.
Same. Let's wait for the next out, then move fast. You grab the dogs, I'll secure drinks, and we'll regroup by section 128.
Deal. And if the line's still brutal, I'm calling an audible and getting nachos instead.
Scene 10. Yo, before we unload everything, are we actually good to tailgate here? Last stadium was super strict and shut us down the second the grill came out.
We're good here, I checked. This lot's tailgate friendly as long as we stay in our spot, keep the aisle clear, and don't blast music past kickoff.
Sweet. I brought the propane grill, folding table, and a cooler that's basically a small apartment. I just don't want security rolling up telling us to kill the flame or dump drinks.
You're fine. Glass is a no-go, though. Cans only. And once kickoff hits, we've got like 15 minutes to pack it up, or they start nudging people inside.
Got it. So low-key pray list, burgers on medium heat, and we bounce right after kickoff. What about tossing a football around? Cool or not?
Totally fine. Just keep it chill and don't block traffic. If you see cones, that's the line. Cross it and you'll get side-eyed real fast.
Copy that. All right, let's set up quick, eat like champs, and head in before we're sprinting with half-cold food.
Deal. And hydrate. The sun's doing the most already.
Scene 11.
Okay, before we dump our bags, where do you want to set up the umbrella? I don't want to bake out here, but I also don't want it tipping over in the wind.
Let's put it a little back from the shoreline. See that lifeguard stand? If we're near it, we're in a good spot.
Perfect. Are we actually inside the swim zone, though? I see the buoys, but I don't want to guess.
Yeah, we're good. The flag's yellow today, so moderate conditions. We'll just stay between the flags and keep it chill.
That's a relief. Last time I got caught in a rip current, and it fully freaked me out. I'm not trying to repeat that.
I don't blame you. If the flag turns red, we're not swimming, just waiting and people watching.
Cool. Help me screw this pole into the sand. The sand's super soft. Once it's solid, I'm chugging water and claiming shade immediately.
Say no more. I'll bury it deep and angle it toward the wind. Then we're grabbing ice cream before the line blows up.
Scene 12.
Hey, quick question. Do you happen to have any olive oil? I totally underestimated how dry pasta gets without it, and my sauce is looking kind of sad right now.
Yeah, for sure. It's on that shelf by the sink. Feel free to use it. Just don't go wild because everyone in this hostel treats olive oil like liquid gold.
Deal. I'll keep it respectful. By the way, that garlic you're chopping smells legit. What are you making?
Just throwing together a random stir-fry with whatever I found in the communal fridge. Honestly, half of hostel cooking is improvising and hoping no one yells at you for using their stuff.
Facts. I labeled my leftovers this morning like my life depended on it. Last place I stayed, food vanished overnight. No note, no shame.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time. Rule of thumb, if it's not labeled, it's basically public property.
Ugh, brutal but fair. Hey, do you mind if I borrow a pinch of salt too? I swear I packed it, but my bag's a black hole.
Go for it. Salt, pepper, chili flakes. Help yourself. Just pay it forward when someone asks you tomorrow.
100%. I'll be the spice fairy for the next person.
That's the hostel spirit right there.
Scene 13.
Okay, I'm already overwhelmed. We've been here 5 minutes and I've seen tacos, funnel cake, dumplings, and something deep fried that I genuinely cannot identify.
Same. My brain says be reasonable, but my stomach is screaming, straight fare calories don't count, go all in.
Honestly, for real, that corn dog stand smells insane. But the taco truck has a line, which usually means it's worth the wait.
True, but lines also mean we're standing there forever while my blood sugar crashes. I kind of want something quick first, then we do a proper meal.
So like a snack before the snack? Bold strategy. What about those elote cups? They're messy, but elite.
Messy is fine. I'm already committed to not looking cute today. Plus, chili powder and lime, hard to mess that up.
All right, elote first, then tacos, then maybe something sweet because I refuse to leave without funnel cake dusted in way too much powdered sugar.
Wow, you planned a whole food itinerary. Respect. I'm down, but if I can't walk by the end of this, you're carrying the emotional responsibility.
I accept zero liability, but I'll absolutely help you unbutton your jeans in the car.
Deal. Let's eat like we'd been training for this.
Scene 14.
So I don't want to freak you out, but the gas light just came on, like just now.
You're kidding. Please tell me you're kidding. How many miles does it say we've got left?
It says 30 miles, but you and I both know that number is a straight-up lie invented to give drivers false hope.
Seriously, that thing drops from 30 to 0 in like 5 minutes. When was the last time you filled up?
Yesterday, technically. Okay, late yesterday. Also, traffic was trash, and I may have taken a scenic detour that was not scenic at all.
Amazing. Love that journey for us. So, what's the plan? Do we risk it or pull off at the sketchy-looking station back there?
That place had one flickering light and 0 cars. It felt like the opening scene of a horror movie. I'd rather roll the dice and hit the next one.
All right, but if we run out of gas and I have to push this car, I'm never letting you live it down.
Fair. If we make it, coffee's on me. If we don't, well, we'll call it an adventure and pretend we meant to test the fuel limit.
You're impossible. Okay, floor it, but like responsibly.
Scene 15.
Wait, did you just say no receipt? Why would you do that?
Because I don't need it? It's a coffee and chips, not a tax audit.
Yeah, but what if they overcharged you, or you need to return something, or, hear me out, you're just throwing away proof of purchase for no reason?
Okay. First of all, no one's returning gas station chips. Second, I'm trying to live a clutter-free life. Receipts are just tiny pieces of paper that live in your pocket forever.
That's dramatic. I keep mine for, like, a day, just in case. Then I toss it. It's called being responsible.
It's called being paranoid. Also, the machine already asked me. I panicked, the cashier was staring. I made a call.
You panicked at receipt or no receipt? Wow. Strong decision maker energy.
Hey, when I say no receipt, I feel powerful, minimalist, like I've got my life together.
Meanwhile, I'm over here wondering how you survive without backup plans.
I survive just fine. Worst case, I lose $3. I'll emotionally recover.
Unbelievable. Next time, I'm paying, and I'm getting the receipt.
Cool. Frame it. Put it on the fridge.
Scene 16.
Okay, before we sit down anywhere, does that table have an outlet, or am I about to make a terrible life choice?
I think it does, maybe? Hard to tell. Every table looks promising until you actually sit down and realize the outlet's either fake or already stolen by someone with 6 devices.
I swear, every time. I just want one seat, one outlet, and enough battery to survive this latte without panic refreshing my phone.
You're at 12%, right? That's danger zone energy, like do not open Instagram unless it's absolutely necessary territory.
Don't judge me. I forgot my charger, my power bank is dead, and this cafe apparently believes charging builds character.
Okay, that corner seat by the window has an outlet, but it's occupied by a guy guarding it like it's beachfront property.
Of course it is. He's probably been here since 9 a.m. ordering drip coffee and charging his entire personality.
We could ask if he's using it.
And risk human interaction? Bold suggestion.
Fair. There's also that bar seat. 1 outlet, 2 stools. If we squeeze in, we might both survive.
I'm down. If my phone hits 1%, I'm officially off the grid and emotionally unavailable.
Deal. Let's move fast before someone else claims it.
Scene 17.
All right, taco night. Be honest. Are we doing this properly, or are we just throwing random stuff in tortillas and calling it a day?
Excuse you, my tacos are always legit. First question, ground beef or chicken? And don't say both unless you're volunteering to cook everything.
Okay, fair. Let's go ground beef. It's classic, it's cheap, and it doesn't pretend to be healthy.
Wow, calling out chicken like that? Fine, but if we're doing beef, we need good seasoning. Not that sad little packet, the one that tastes like dust and regret.
Harsh, but accurate. Let's grab cumin, chili powder, smoked paprika, basically stuff that makes it taste like we know what we're doing.
Exactly. And tortillas, corn or flour.
Flour. Corn falls apart if you look at it wrong.
That's because you overstuff them like it's a competition.
It is a competition. With myself.
Okay, toppings. Lettuce, tomatoes, onion, basic stuff. But we're also getting cilantro, lime, and at least 2 kinds of salsa.
2. 1 mild, 1... Why did I do this, spicy?
Correct. Options matter. Oh, and don't forget cheese. If you say pre-shredded, I will walk away.
Wow, okay, food snob. Fine. Block cheese. I'll shred it. Look at me, being domestic.
I'm proud of you. Taco night's about to slap. Scene 18.
Dude, my allergies are going absolutely feral today. My eyes feel like I rubbed them with sandpaper, and I've sneezed so much I'm starting to lose my dignity.
Same. I walked outside for 5 minutes and my nose was like, nope, we're done. Spring is cute until the pollen decides to personally attack you.
For real. Okay, what actually works? Last time I grabbed some random allergy pills and they either knocked me out or did literally nothing.
Yeah, those are a gamble. I usually go with Claritin during the day. Keeps things chill without turning me into a zombie. But if it's really bad, I'll do Zyrtec and just accept being slightly useless.
Slightly useless is kind of my default, so that tracks. What about nasal spray? I hear it's effective, but I'm also scared of it.
It works, but you have to commit. 1 spray too many and your nose gets addicted. Then you're fighting pollen and withdrawal.
Amazing. Love that for us. Eye drops, though, non-negotiable. My eyes are red enough that people keep asking if I'm okay.
Yeah, same. Get the anti-itch ones, not just the moisturizing lies. And tissues, soft ones. None of that sandpaper nonsense.
All right. Allergy pills, eye drops, fancy tissues. Anything else?
Maybe a face mask. Not for vibes, just pollen defense. Desperate times.
Honestly, worth it. Let's survive spring.
Scene 19.
Okay, before we head back to the table, do you want to split this or should one of us just cover it and settle up later?
I was just thinking about that. Splitting might be easier since we ordered from different places, but I don't mind if you want to put it on one card.
Yeah, I'm fine either way. The only thing is the self-checkout here can be a little slow when you start separating everything by item.
True, and I don't want to hold up the line. If you pay now, I can just Venmo you my part right after. That might be the smoothest option.
That works for me. Let me just double check the total so we're clear. Your bowl and drink came out to about 14, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. I'll round it up and send you 15 so we don't have to nickel and dime it.
Appreciate that. I'll grab the receipt just in case, but I think we're good.
Perfect. Thanks for covering it. I'll send the payment as soon as we sit down.
No problem at all. All right, let's escape this crowd before it gets worse.
Scene 20.
Yo, be honest with me. Did you actually snag seats in the middle, or are we about to get stuck way off to the side?
Relax, I got you. We're pretty much dead center. Not like exact center, but close enough that my neck won't be cranked the whole movie.
Okay, good. Last time you said that, we were basically sitting under the screen, and I felt like I was watching the movie from the front row of a lecture hall.
That was not my fault. Those were literally the last 2 seats left, and it was either that or sit separately like strangers pretending not to know each other.
Fair point. As long as we're not in the aisle with people climbing over us every 5 minutes, I'm happy.
Nope, we're safe. Row G, seats 8 and 9, prime real estate. Honestly, these are the kind of seats you brag about without actually saying you're bragging.
All right, now I'm impressed. If the sound's good and nobody tall sits in front of us, this might be a perfect setup.
Exactly. Now let's grab popcorn before the previews end because I'm not missing the opening scene again.
Scene 21.
Dude, my sleep schedule is absolutely wrecked. I'm talking 3 hours one night, 10 the next, and somehow I'm still exhausted all the time.
Same. I lie down early with good intentions, then suddenly it's 2 a.m. and I'm doom scrolling like my life depends on it.
Exactly. And the worst part is, even when I do fall asleep, my brain decides it's the perfect time to replay every awkward moment I've had since middle school.
Oh yeah, the mental highlight reel. Plus, I keep waking up at 5 for no reason, feeling wide awake, and then by noon I'm barely functioning and surviving purely on caffeine.
That's brutal. I've tried everything. No phone, herbal tea, those stupid relaxing playlists, and nothing sticks. My body just refuses to shut down.
Honestly, at this point, I think my internal clock is just broken. Like, congrats, brain, we've officially forgotten how sleep works.
For real, if naps counted as real rest, I'd be thriving right now.
Same. But nope, just tired, cranky, and pretending we're fine.
Scene 22.
Bro, real question. What's the actual correct protein flavor? I keep switching and somehow always regret it. That's because you're overthinking it. Vanilla is the safest bet. It's boring, sure, but it never ruins your day. I don't know, man. Vanilla feels like a cop-out. Chocolate sounds solid, but half the time it tastes like regret mixed with chalk. Facts. Chocolate is either amazing or straight up undrinkable. No middle ground. Strawberry, though? That's where people lose me.
Dude, strawberry protein is a crime. It always tastes fake, like melted candy from 2003.
Exactly. And don't get me started on cookies and cream. That flavor promises way too much and delivers disappointment every single time.
Honestly, at this point, I just chug it fast and pretend it's medicine. Flavor doesn't even matter when you're exhausted.
Same. If it mixes well and doesn't taste awful, it's a win. Gains first, happiness second.
Scene 23. Okay, heads up. Host just said it's like a 45-minute wait. Do we really want to stand around starving that long?
45? That's brutal. I'm already hangry and we literally haven't even ordered coffee yet.
I know, but everyone swears this place is worth it, like life-changing pancakes kind of hype.
Every brunch spot says that. Half the time it's just overpriced eggs and vibes. I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm not trying to waste my entire morning in line.
Fair, but if we bail now, we're probably just going to end up somewhere mediocre with zero wait and instant regret.
True, but there's that cafe 2 blocks down. No line, decent food, and we could be eating in 10 minutes instead of doom scrolling on the sidewalk.
Ugh, you're tempting me. My stomach is definitely voting for eat now, think later.
Same. Let's be honest, future us will not remember the pancakes, but current us will remember being miserable.
All right, fine, let's bounce. Brunch should not require emotional endurance. Scene 24.
Okay, so we cannot be the people who show up empty-handed again. What are we bringing this time?
For real. I'm still embarrassed about the I'll grab ice incident. Let's actually contribute something legit.
Agreed. But also, I'm not trying to cook for 3 hours. It has to look impressive with minimal effort.
Honestly, same. What about some kind of pasta salad? You toss stuff together, call it homemade, and everyone eats it.
True, but pasta salad feels kind of safe. Like, no one hates it, but no one's hyped either.
Fair point. Okay, hear me out. Guac and chips. Fresh guac. People lose their minds over guac.
I mean, yeah. As long as it doesn't turn brown in 5 minutes and looks sad on the table.
We'll add lime, salt, the whole deal. I swear I won't half-ass it. Plus, it's gluten-free, so bonus points.
You're right. And if it disappears fast, that's a win. No leftovers to carry home.
Exactly. Low effort, high reward. That's our brand.
Sold. Guac it is. I'll grab avocados. Please don't forget the chips.
Already on my mental checklist. Famous last words, but yeah, I got this.
Scene 25.
Okay, real talk. If you walk away from that jacket right now, you're going to think about it for the next 3 weeks straight.
I know. It's kind of pricey for something that smells faintly like someone else's life choices.
That's vintage charm, not a red flag. Plus, it actually fits you, which is rare, and it doesn't scream trying too hard.
True. And I do need something that works for fall, nights out, and those random let's grab a drink texts.
Exactly. It's a triple threat. And let's be honest, if you don't buy it, some dude named Trevor absolutely will in 10 minutes.
Don't make it personal. Now I have to buy it.
I'm just saying, future you will thank present you for not being cheap today.
All right, fine. I'm doing it. If I regret this, I'm blaming you.
Deal. I'll emotionally support you at checkout.
Cool. And after this, I'm returning the favor because that hat you tried on, it was kind of iconic.
Oh my God, stop. If I buy the hat too, we're officially enabling each other. But also, fine, let's go before I regain self-control.
Scene 26. Okay, my legs are absolutely toast, but that view at the top was so worth it.
Same. I'm wrecked, but in a good way. Honestly, that trail hit the sweet spot. Challenging, but not, I regret all my life choices hard.
Exactly. So, what are we thinking for next time? I kind of want to try something with more elevation, maybe fewer people, and 0 screaming children.
I'm down. I've been eyeing that ridge trail north of here. It's longer, a bit sketchy in parts, but the payoff is supposed to be insane.
Sketchy how? Like, watch your footing sketchy, or we might die sketchy?
More like don't zone out and scroll your phone sketchy. Nothing wild, just exposed sections and no guardrails.
Okay, I can handle that. As long as there's decent cell service at the start and a solid food stop afterward, I'm in.
Deal. Post-hike burgers are non-negotiable.
Then yeah, let's lock that in. My calendar's wide open and my motivation will absolutely disappear if we don't plan it now.
Say less. I'll send you the trail link tonight.
Scene 27.
Okay, honestly, gift shopping is way harder than it needs to be. I swear, every store either has stuff that's way too generic or weirdly intense.
Right? Like, I don't want to get her a candle that screams, I panicked, but I also don't want to overdo it and make things awkward.
Exactly. And she's one of those people who already has everything, so anything obvious just feels mid. Low-key, that's the worst kind of person to shop for. No wish list, no hints, just vibes. Honestly, I'm spiraling a bit. I've been walking this mall for like 40 minutes, overthinking every option, wondering if this gift says thoughtful friend or I grabbed this last minute and hoped for the best. Same. But okay, let's break it down. Something small, kind of personal, and not too try-hard. Maybe a funny mug, a cozy hoodie, or that skincare set she posted about once.
Oh wait, the skincare thing might actually be clutch.
See? Progress. We're not totally hopeless. Barely, but I'll take it. And we can add a cute note, like one specific reason we thought of her. That always makes it feel intentional. Yes, a good note can carry a safe gift so hard. Okay, let's do skincare plus a sweet note and call it a win.
Scene 28.
Dude, I already know I'm not winning this raffle. I can feel it in my bones.
Same. Every time they say random draw, I'm like, cool, so definitely not me.
For real, I've entered like 10 raffles this year and hit exactly 0. At this point, it's just emotional damage.
Honestly, the worst part is getting that email later like, thanks for entering. Yeah, thanks for nothing.
And then you see resellers posting them online 5 minutes later for triple the price. That's what really kills me.
Right? I actually want to wear them, not flip them, but nope, Sneaker God said absolutely not.
I swear, waiting outside, pretending we have a chance feels kinda clownish, but here we are.
Hey, hope dies last, but yeah, expectations are on the floor.
For sure. If I win, though, I'm telling everyone it was skill, not luck.
Deal. And if we lose, food run?
100%. Consolation fries are mandatory.
Scene 29.
No way, they just offered me $20 for that game. That's wild.
20? For real? That thing was 60 new, like, last year.
Exactly. And it's not even beat up. Case is clean, discs perfect, 0 scratches. I took care of it like it was a newborn.
Game stores stay lowballing people. They act like they're doing you a favor, then flip it for 40 the second you walk out.
Right? They hit you with that market value line like it's gospel. Nah, that's just robbery with a smile.
Honestly, you'd make way more selling it online. Takes more effort, sure, but at least you're not getting played.
True, but dealing with messages like, "Would you take $5?" makes me lose faith in humanity.
Fair. Still, $20 is disrespectful.
Seriously, I'm keeping it. At this point, it's worth more to my dignity.
That's the spirit. Let's bounce. This place is bad for our blood pressure.
Scene 30.
It's kind of nice sitting here with a book and coffee. I feel like I never slow down enough to read anymore. So, what are you reading these days?
I just started a nonfiction book about decision-making. It breaks down why people think they're being logical when they're actually driven by habits and bias. It's surprisingly readable, not dry at all.
That sounds interesting. I've been leaning more toward fiction lately. I'm halfway through a novel that follows 3 characters over decades, and the way their lives intersect feels really realistic.
I like books like that, the kind that sneak up on you emotionally. You start reading casually, and then suddenly you're way more invested than you expected.
Exactly. I'll read a chapter thinking I'll stop, and then it's an hour later. It's also making me reflect on my own choices, which I didn't really see coming.
That's the best kind of reading experience, when a book entertains you, but also sticks in your head afterward.
Totally. It's nice to read something that isn't just noise. Kind of feels like a reset.
Yeah, honestly, coming here makes me want to read more often.
Scene 31.
Dude, TSA is literally a boss fight. I swear the rules change every time.
For real, last month my water bottle was fine. Today it's a crime scene.
And why are my shoes always the problem? I picked the wrong day to wear laces.
Same. I'm out here doing the airport shuffle. Belt off, laptop out, dignity gone.
The worst is the bins. They're always wet for no reason.
Facts. And the guy behind us is already sighing like we personally ruined his life.
Low-key, I panic every time they're like, "Step aside." Like, am I in trouble or is this just vibes?
It's always random, but somehow it's never random when I'm wearing jewelry.
Next trip, I'm showing up in sweatpants with zero metal and emotional support snacks.
Same. And if they toss my peanut butter again, I'm filing a formal complaint with my therapist.
Scene 32.
Okay, don't freak out, but we definitely have extra screws. Like, more than one. That feels bad, right?
Yeah, that's never a great sign. Every time IKEA says extra parts included, I'm like, cool, but why do I have 3 left when the instructions are already confusing?
Exactly. I followed the steps, mostly, but now I'm staring at this thing thinking, if it collapses at 3 a.m., that's on us.
Let's slow down for a sec. Sometimes they throw in backups, but if we've got extras and something feels loose, that's when I start sweating a little.
Same. The shelf looks straight, but the wobble is suspicious. I really don't want to take it apart again, though. That step where you flip the whole thing over nearly ended me.
Fair. Okay, let's double check the diagram and make sure every load-bearing spot actually has a screw. If all the weight points are solid, the leftovers might just be spares.
All right, that makes me feel slightly better. Worst case, we keep the extra screws in a zip bag and pretend this was intentional.
Exactly. If it survives the night, we call it a win.
Scene 33.
Hey, quick check. Does this sauce have any nuts in it? I know you mentioned a mild allergy, and I really don't want to mess this up.
Thanks for asking. Yeah, peanuts are the main issue for me. Tree nuts are usually fine, but if there's peanut oil or traces, that's where it can get tricky.
Got it. Let me read the label again. It says, may contain traces of peanuts, which always feels a little vague and honestly kind of stressful.
Yeah, that wording is frustrating. In my experience, traces usually means shared equipment, not actual ingredients, but it still depends on how cautious you want to be.
I'd rather play it safe, especially since this isn't just for tonight. I was planning to save leftovers. I can swap it out for olive oil and adjust the seasoning.
I really appreciate that. It's nice not having to constantly double-check everything myself. It makes eating together way more relaxing.
Of course. Food's supposed to be fun, not a risk assessment. I'll keep the ingredients simple so we can both actually enjoy this.
Sounds perfect. And thanks again for being thoughtful. It honestly makes a big difference.
Scene 34.
Before we head in, I think we should set up a simple safety plan, just in case the kids wander off or get separated in the crowd.
I agree. It's probably smart to have a password or phrase they can use, especially if a stranger says they know us and offers help.
Exactly. I was thinking something easy to remember but not obvious. Maybe a random food or animal name they wouldn't guess on their own.
That makes sense. We should also explain clearly that if someone doesn't know the password, even if they seem nice, the kids shouldn't go with them.
Right, and we should keep the explanation calm, not scary. Something like, if you can't find us, ask a staff member, and only trust someone who knows the secret word.
I like that approach. How about blue pancake? It's weird enough to stick, but simple enough for them to remember.
Blue pancake works. Let's repeat it with them a couple of times so it really sinks in.
Good call. I feel a lot better knowing we have a clear plan.
Scene 35. Okay, no joke, this bus was supposed to be here 10 minutes ago. I swear every time I actually need it to be on time, it just straight up disappears.
Facts. I checked the app like 3 times already, and it keeps saying arriving soon, which apparently means absolutely nothing in bus time.
Right? Arriving soon is the biggest lie in public transportation. At this point, I could have walked halfway there and still beaten this thing.
Same. And of course, when I don't care and I'm just killing time, the bus shows up early, like it's trying to flex or something.
Honestly, what drives me crazy is that there's no real update, no delay notice, no explanation, just us standing here like clowns refreshing the app and pretending we're not annoyed.
Yeah, and watch. The second we give up and call a ride, the bus is going to pull up like, "Oh, you were waiting?" That's always how it goes.
Don't jinx it. I already told myself I'm committing to this wait, even if it takes another 15 minutes.
Respect. At this point, it's personal. I just want to see if the bus actually exists.
If it doesn't show in the next 5, I'm blaming the city, the app, and my life choices.
Fair. All right. Oh, wait. Is that it?
Nope. False alarm. Just another bus going the wrong way, of course. Scene 36.
Okay, before we start hauling boxes up 3 flights of stairs, we need to talk compensation. I'm not wrecking my back today for just a casual thanks.
Wow, straight to business, huh? I was going to say pizza and eternal gratitude, but judging by that look, I'm guessing that's not going to cut it.
Not even close. Last time I helped someone move, I survived on cold pizza and regret. If I'm giving you my entire Saturday and my remaining energy, I need something solid.
All right, fair. How about pizza, drinks, and I cover dinner tonight, like an actual sit-down place, not fast food eaten off a box.
Now we're talking. But also I feel like moving a couch alone deserves some kind of bonus. Maybe you help me move next time. No questions asked.
Deal. I'll put it in writing if you want. Future me will hate this, but present me really needs that couch upstairs.
Good. And just so we're clear, I'm operating at a one heavy item at a time pace. I'm helpful, not superhuman.
Totally fair. Honestly, I'm just grateful you showed up. Everyone else suddenly had plans.
Funny how that happens on moving day. All right, let's get this over with before I change my mind.
Respect. I'll grab the dolly. Team effort starts now.
Scene 37.
Okay, it's officially midnight, which means whatever we buy in the next 5 minutes is either comfort food or a terrible life choice. No in between.
For real. My brain says go home and sleep, but my soul is screaming for something greasy, salty, and absolutely unnecessary right now.
Same. Like, I don't even think I'm hungry. It's more that I deserve a reward for surviving today kind of hunger.
Exactly, and that's dangerous hunger. That's how you end up eating hot dogs, chips, and ice cream in one sitting and questioning your entire existence.
Speaking of questionable decisions, those loaded nachos by the register are calling my name. They're basically yelling, "You'll regret me, but you'll love every bite."
Oh, those are 100% a trap. Delicious, cheesy, and guaranteed to sit in your stomach like a brick at 2 a.m.
True, but also worth it? I mean, if we're already committing a food crime, we might as well go all in.
If we're talking peak sin, I'd say instant ramen plus a fried chicken sandwich. That combo is unhinged but legendary.
Wow, that's bold. That's not a snack, that's a cry for help.
And yet, you're considering it.
I hate that you're right. All right, let's compromise. One truly sinful item each, plus water so we can pretend we're being responsible.
Deal. Balance is important. Grab your nachos, I'm going full ramen mode. Scene 38.
Morning. Please tell me you're working from home today because I really don't feel like pretending to be productive in the office.
Honestly, same. I checked my calendar like 3 times, hoping something would magically change, but it looks like I'm remote unless someone suddenly schedules a surprise meeting.
That's a win. I'm technically supposed to go in, but half the team's already remote, so showing up just to sit on Zoom all day feels kind of pointless.
Exactly. Commuting an hour just to wear headphones and talk to people who aren't even there should be illegal.
Seriously. Plus, the weather's trash, the trains are probably a mess, and my motivation level is already in airplane mode.
Wow, same vibe. I rolled out of bed, looked outside, and immediately decided my sweatpants were not leaving the apartment today.
Respect. If no one explicitly tells me you must come in, I'm calling this a WHF day and reclaiming that commute time for coffee and sanity.
Do it. If anything, we blame poor communication. Best case, no commute, no awkward small talk, and way more snacks.
Say less. I'll ping my manager just to cover myself, but mentally, I'm already home.
Love that for you. All right, see you on Slack in like 5 minutes.
Scene 39.
Hey, quick check. Did you already check in for the flight, or are you planning to do it at the airport?
I checked in online last night. I didn't want to deal with the counter if the line got long, especially since we're cutting it a little close on time.
Good call. I was debating it, but I ended up doing the mobile check-in this morning. I've got the boarding pass on my phone, so hopefully that saves us some hassle.
It should. As long as you're not checking a bag, you can usually go straight to security. Honestly, that alone makes online check-in worth it.
True, I am checking one bag, but at least I should be able to use the bag drop instead of standing in the full service line, which always feels painfully slow.
Yeah, bag drop is way better. Also, did you pick a seat already, or did the system just assign you one?
I picked one during check-in, aisle seat a few rows up. I figured it'd be easier to get off the plane that way.
Smart. I'm by the window this time. If everything goes smoothly, we should still have enough time to grab coffee before boarding.
Fingers crossed. As long as security isn't a nightmare, I think we're in good shape.
Scene 40. Okay, new rule for this trip. I'm packing light, like actually light. No just-in-case outfits, no backup shoes, no random stuff I never touch.
I respect the energy, but you said that last time and still brought 3 jackets for a weekend. I'm trying to go full minimalist. Carry on only, no checked bag, no dragging my life story through the airport.
Okay, shots fired. But seriously, I'm sick of hauling a heavy suitcase and realizing I wore the same 2 outfits anyway. If I haven't used it in the last month, it's not coming.
Exactly. If we need something, we can buy it there. If anything, we re-wear stuff. Nobody cares. This is vacation, not a fashion week runway.
True, I'm rolling my clothes this time too. Apparently that saves space. Also, I'm limiting myself to 1 pair of shoes. 1. Pray for me.
That's huge growth. I'm cutting down on tech cables too. Last trip, I brought like 5 chargers and used exactly 1.
Same. Okay, deal. If it doesn't fit in the carry-on, it stays home.
Deal. Let's see if we actually stick to it this time.
Scene 41.
No way. I literally topped this card up like 5 minutes ago, and now it's telling me I'm short again. There's no chance I burned through that already.
That's wild. Are you sure it actually went through? Sometimes the machine lags, eats your money emotionally, and just lies to your face.
I swear it said transaction complete. I even heard the little success beep. Unless the system's gaslighting me, this makes 0 sense. I took 1 train stop, not a cross-country tour.
Okay, deep breath. Check the history screen. It'll show the last charge and the last tap. If it's still not adding up, we ask the station staff, but I really don't feel like explaining my life story to a guy in a booth.
Same. Ugh, look, it shows the charge, but also some random bus fare from yesterday. I forgot I tapped twice because I missed my stop.
There it is. Mystery solved. Public transit always gets you like that. Death by 1,000 tiny fares.
Seriously. Fine, I'll throw a little more money on it and call it a day.
Do it. Transit karma demands a sacrifice.
Scene 42. Okay, no offense, but this car is kinda chaotic. There's a guy blasting TikToks, someone arguing on the phone, and that energy is just not it.
Yeah, hard agree. Late night trains are always a gamble. You either get dead silent, slightly creepy vibes, or a full-on mobile party you never signed up for.
Exactly. I'm just trying to decompress, not be part of a social experiment. I feel like the middle cars are usually calmer, less foot traffic, fewer wild cards.
For real. The first car's always packed, and the last one feels sketchy after dark. Middle cars are where the tired commuters and leave-me-alone people migrate.
Plus, if you grab a seat near the door but not right next to it, you're golden. Enough space, fewer people hovering, and way less awkward eye contact.
Say less. Let's move one car down before this turns into karaoke night or something.
Please, I'm running on fumes. I just want a quiet ride home. Scene 43.
Hold up, does this pickup pin look kinda off to you? It's showing us on the opposite side of the street, and that never ends well.
Yeah, that's sketchy. Last time I trusted the pin, the driver circled the block like 3 times and then canceled. Zero patience.
Same. Uber Maps act like GPS is optional. If we don't fix it now, we're gonna get that "I've arrived" text while they're nowhere near us.
Facts. Let's drag the pin closer to the corner by the coffee shop. Way easier for cars to pull over there, and drivers actually recognize it.
Good call. Also, I'll shoot the driver a quick message like we're in front of the cafe wearing black jackets, just to be extra clear.
Smart. Over-communicate now, save the headache later. I'm not trying to play hide and seek with an Uber at midnight.
Exactly. All right, pin's fixed, sending the request. Fingers crossed this one actually finds us.
Please, I'm cold, tired, and officially done standing on sidewalks.
Scene 44.
Hey, should we message the Uber Eats driver now, or is that doing too much? Our building is kind of confusing, and I don't want to be the reason they rage quit.
I'd message. If you don't, they'll end up at the wrong entrance, call you twice, and then you're sprinting downstairs in socks like it's an emergency.
True, and the GPS always pins the leasing office, not our lobby. Plus the gate code situation is a whole thing.
Exactly. Keep it short. Gate code, which entrance, and leave at door versus meet at door. That's it.
Okay, but I don't want to sound like I'm micromanaging. Some drivers get annoyed if you send a paragraph.
Then don't send a paragraph. One clean message. Gate code 1234. Use the right side entrance by the mailroom. Elevator to 4th floor. Leave at door.
Got it. And I'll add, knock once, don't ring. My dog acts like the doorbell is a national emergency.
Smart. Also, tell them the apartment number twice. Our building numbers are basically designed to ruin someone's day.
All right, sending it. If the app still drops them at the leasing office, I'm filing a complaint with the GPS gods.
Same. At that point, it's between Uber Eats and the universe.
Scene 45.
Hey, quick check. This car takes regular, right? I always second-guess myself at the pump, and premium prices are kind of wild lately.
Yeah, regular's totally fine. If it needed premium, there'd be a giant sticker screaming about it. Plus, the car would have complained by now.
Fair point. I just don't want to be that person who cheaped out and wrecked the engine over like $2.
You're overthinking it. As long as the manual says regular, and it does, you're good. Paying extra when you don't have to is basically donating money to the gas station.
True. Okay, regular it is. Man, filling up used to feel painless, and now I'm standing here watching the numbers climb like it's a horror movie.
Tell me about it. Just don't top it off forever. Once it clicks, stop. No need to fight the pump like it owes you something.
Got it. Regular, stop at the click, and emotionally recover afterward.
Exactly. Welcome to adulthood.
Scene 46.
Okay, hold up. Are the parking rules around here brutal, or am I just paranoid? There are like 6 different signs stacked on one pole.
Nah, you're not crazy. This area is notorious. You miss one tiny arrow or time window and boom, Ticket City. They don't mess around.
Seriously? I swear one sign says 2-hour parking, another says permit only, and then there's something about street cleaning on Thursdays? How is anyone supposed to decode this?
Welcome to urban parking hell. Basically, during the day, it's 2 hours max, unless you got a permit. And if you're here during street cleaning, they'll tow you without blinking.
Yikes. Okay, so if we're just running in for coffee, we should be fine, right? I do not want to come back to a bright orange ticket flapping on the windshield.
Yeah, short stop should be safe. Just make sure you're inside the lines and not blocking anything, even a little. Parking enforcement here lives for this stuff.
Unreal. I feel like parking the car is harder than actually driving here.
For real. Surviving the parking rules is half the battle.
Scene 47.
Morning. This pickup line feels longer every day. I always wonder what the unspoken rules are. Sometimes people cut in, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, it can be confusing. Generally, you're supposed to stay in one line, pull forward as much as you can, and not leave big gaps. That way, the line keeps moving smoothly.
That makes sense. I try to be mindful of the cars behind me, but I've seen drivers stop early and wait, which backs everything up pretty quickly.
Exactly. The teachers usually expect parents to pull all the way up before stopping. If everyone follows that, pickup goes faster and there's less stress for everyone involved.
I also noticed some parents get out of their cars. Is that okay, or is it frowned upon?
It depends on the school, but here they prefer you to stay in the car unless there's a specific reason. It's mainly about safety and keeping traffic predictable.
Got it. I appreciate how calm this line usually is. A little courtesy really makes a difference.
Totally. When people are patient and follow the flow, mornings start off much better.
Scene 48.
Please tell me we didn't just get stuck with the worst seats on this bus. Long rides plus bad seating is a nightmare combo.
I know, right? Bus seating is such a gamble. You either luck out with legroom and a chill neighbor, or you're wedged next to someone who won't stop moving for 6 hours.
Exactly. Last time I was stuck by the bathroom and the smell alone almost took me out. I swear that was the longest trip of my life.
Oh no, that's brutal. I once got the aisle seat next to a guy who kept getting up every 20 minutes. No headphones, loud phone calls, zero awareness.
That's my fear. I just want a window seat, some personal space, and no weird energy. Is that really too much to ask?
Honestly, same. At this point, I'm just hoping the person next to me knocks out early and doesn't try to make small talk at 2 a.m.
Fingers crossed. If we survive this ride, I'm officially upgrading to seat selection next time.
Deal. Lesson learned. Never trust the seat lottery.
Scene 49.
Before we head out, can we do one last check? I really don't want to get there and realize we're missing something important.
Yeah, good idea. I've got my ID, proof of address, and the application form. I also printed the appointment confirmation just in case they ask for it.
Perfect. I have my passport, the utility bill, and the completed form. I'm slightly worried because last time they asked for an extra document that wasn't listed online, and it turned into a whole thing.
I remember that. To be safe, I also brought copies of everything. It might be overkill, but it's better than having to come back another day.
Honestly, I appreciate that. These offices run pretty efficiently, but only if you show up fully prepared.
Exactly. If we have all the paperwork ready, we should be in and out without too much waiting.
All right, sounds good. Let's head out while we still have some buffer time.
Agreed. Fingers crossed this goes smoothly.
Scene 50.
All right, mental check. Are we emotionally prepared for the carrier store? Because last time, I swear, I took a number, aged 10 years, and still wasn't even close.
Seriously, those stores are built different. You walk in optimistic, grab a ticket, see your number is like B412, and immediately realize you're not leaving before sunset.
I brought snacks, water, and my charger this time. I'm not getting caught unprepared again, staring at the screen while it barely moves and my soul slowly leaves my body.
That's smart. I downloaded a podcast, a backup podcast, and honestly a whole audiobook. If I'm going to be trapped in a customer service line, I might as well come out educated.
Exactly. At this point, if they call our number today, I'll count it as a win, even if we don't fully fix the issue.
Same. My expectations are underground. If it takes less than 3 hours, I'm calling it efficient.
Low expectations are the key to happiness, especially with account problems and human support.
No kidding. All right, deep breath. Let's go get our number and accept our fate.
Scene 51.
Okay, quick whisper. Did you bring 2 proofs of address? The clerk just said they won't accept a lease screenshot from your phone.
I brought a bank statement PDF and a utility bill, but the utility bill is paperless. Does a screenshot count, or do they want an actual statement?
I think they want something official with your name and address, and it has to be recent, like within the last 60 days.
Of course. Mine is from 3 months ago. DMV time doesn't match real life.
Don't spiral. There's a print kiosk by the entrance. We can pull up the newest bill and print it fast.
I hate that renewing an ID turns into a scavenger hunt.
Same, but at least we caught it before we got to the counter. Imagine coming back again because of one missing piece of mail.
Okay, I'll run to the kiosk and print the latest statement. Can you ask if they'll accept a digital copy if it's an official PDF?
Yeah, and hurry. My stress level is one next customer away from snapping.
Scene 52.
I'm filling out the weekly unemployment report right now, and honestly, some of these questions feel more complicated than they need to be.
Yeah, I have that same reaction, especially the part where they ask if you were able and available to work all week. It sounds simple, but the wording makes you overthink it.
Exactly. I was available, but I did have one interview and a short freelance call. Now I'm wondering whether that counts as work or just job search activity.
From what I understand, interviews and unpaid calls still count as job search, not employment. But if you actually earned money, even a small amount, you're supposed to report it.
That helps. I just don't want to answer something the wrong way and delay the payment. The system feels very strict about wording.
Totally. I double-check everything before submitting. It's slower, but it gives me peace of mind knowing I won't have to fix it later.
Same here. I guess being careful is better than rushing through it.
Also, if the freelance call turns into paid work later, you can report it on the week you actually get paid, so you're not guessing.
Oh, that's good to know. I'll keep a little log of interviews, calls, and any payments, just in case they ever ask for details.
Scene 53.
It's almost midnight, and I just realized I'm not going to finish everything tonight. Do you know what actually counts as filing an extension?
Yeah, an extension basically gives you more time to file the paperwork, not more time to pay. You still have to estimate what you owe and submit that part by the deadline.
Okay, so if I file the extension form tonight and pay an estimated amount, I won't get penalized for filing late, right?
Exactly. As long as the extension is submitted on time, you avoid the late filing penalty. If your estimate is off, you might owe a little interest later, but that's usually manageable.
That actually makes me feel a lot better. I was worried I'd be in serious trouble just because I needed a few extra days to double-check everything.
Totally understandable. A lot of people use extensions. It's pretty normal. Just make sure you keep a copy of the confirmation so you have proof it went through.
Got it. I'll screenshot the confirmation and email it to myself, just in case my account glitches or something.
Perfect. And tomorrow, let's set a mini deadline, like finish the return by Sunday, so this doesn't turn into extension season for the next 6 months.
Scene 54.
Hey, quick question. Do you know when we actually need our official transcripts? I keep hearing different deadlines, and I don't want to mess this up at the last minute.
From what I checked, most programs want them after acceptance, not during the initial application. But some scholarships ask for transcripts up front, so it really depends on what you're applying for.
That makes sense. I'm applying to 2 grad programs and 1 scholarship, so I guess I should request them now just in case, even if I don't submit them right away.
Yeah, that's smart. The registrar can take a week or 2, especially during busy seasons, and you don't want to delay on something that's totally out of your control.
Exactly. I'll stop by the office today and ask about digital delivery options too. It'd be way easier than dealing with sealed envelopes.
Good call. Most places accept secure PDFs now, but it's always safer to double check.
Also, do they charge per copy? Because I don't want to request 5 and then realize I just paid rent in transcript fees.
They usually do, yeah. Sometimes there's even a rush fee. Let's ask what's cheapest. One digital copy sent to multiple schools or separate orders for each.
Scene 55.
Oh my God, Connor, tell me I'm hallucinating. Enrollment closes tomorrow at midnight. I swear I thought we had like another week or something.
Nope, you're not losing it. I checked the portal this morning and almost choked on my coffee. I still haven't locked in my electives, and half of them are already waitlisted.
Same. I need one more credit, but everything that sounds even remotely interesting is either full or at some brutal time like 8 a.m. I really don't want to ruin my semester schedule on day one.
Honestly, at this point, I'm just trying to avoid a disaster. I'll probably grab something easy, even if it's boring, just to stay on track and deal with the fun stuff next semester.
That might be the move. Okay, I'm heading home, opening my laptop, and not getting up until this is done.
Smart. I'm doing the exact same thing. Panic first, register fast, regret later.
Wait, did you check if any classes have a second section? Sometimes they add another time slot when the waitlist gets wild.
Good point. I'll filter for open seats and set alerts. Worst case, I'll snug an online gen ed at 11:59 like a true professional procrastinator.
Scene 56. Paul, can you look at the screen for a sec? It's flashing red and I'm low-key freaking out. Does that mean I messed up and I'm late returning something?
Oh, let me see. Yeah, it's pulling up your account. Oh, okay, don't panic yet. It says one book was due yesterday, not like a week ago or anything.
Are you kidding me? Of course it was yesterday. I literally had it in my backpack all day and just forgot to drop it off. Please tell me that's not a huge fine.
Nah, you're fine. For one day late, it's usually just a couple bucks, or sometimes they don't even charge you if it's your first offense.
Thank God. I was already mentally preparing to sell my soul to the library. Does it block you from checking stuff out if you owe money?
Only if it's a lot. This is nothing. Scan the book, pay the fee online later, and you're good. Crisis officially downgraded.
Wow, okay. Heart rate coming down. Remind me next time to set due date alerts like a functional adult.
Same. Libraries are chill, but that red screen hits different.
Also, if I pay it tonight, it won't mess with my ability to reserve stuff, right? I need a study room this weekend.
You'll be fine. If anything, just pay it now and screenshot the receipt, then you've got proof if the system acts weird.
Scene 57.
So, when you talked to the lender, did they explain the difference between fixed rate and adjustable rate mortgages clearly, or did it feel like they were rushing through it?
They explained it, but I still had questions. Fixed rate feels safer because the payment never changes, but the interest rate is higher, which makes me nervous long term.
I get that. With an adjustable rate mortgage, the initial rate is lower, which sounds great, but once the adjustment period hits, you're basically gambling on future interest rates.
Exactly. I keep thinking, what if rates jump and suddenly the monthly payment becomes stressful? I like the predictability of fixed rate, even if it costs more up front.
That's fair. Personally, I think peace of mind matters a lot, especially if you're planning to stay in the house for a long time and want stable expenses.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning. I'd rather budget confidently every month than constantly worry about market changes.
Also, ask them about caps. Some ARMs limit how much the rate can rise each year and over the life of the loan, which can reduce the worst-case shock.
Good point. If the caps are reasonable and we plan to refinance or move before it adjusts too much, an ARM could make sense, but I still think fixed is the safer default for me.
Scene 58.
Okay, not gonna lie. Do you actually know how to fill out that customs form, or are we about to completely wing it?
Oh, I'm 100% winging it. Every time I see that form, my brain just shuts down. Like, why do they need that much detail?
Right? Describe the contents. Cool, it's stuff. Normal stuff. Do they want a novel or a shopping list?
And the value part stresses me out. If I lowball it, I feel sketchy. If I'm honest, I'm scared they'll slap fees on it.
Same.
I always end up Googling what happens if you mess up a customs form and instantly regret it.
Honestly, I'm just hoping the clerk takes one look at it and goes, nah, let me fix that for you.
That's the dream. Worst case, we play dumb, apologize a lot, and learn absolutely nothing for next time.
Exactly. Growth, but like extremely slow growth.
At least we can write gift and keep it simple, right? It's not like we're shipping diamonds.
Yeah. Plus, we'll ask nicely and let them tell us what to put. If they sigh, we'll just nod like we understand. Scene 59.
Okay, real question. How long do you usually run the dryer? I swear I always guess wrong and end up with jeans that feel dry outside but damp inside.
Dude, same. I usually start with like 30 minutes, then realize that's a lie, toss everything back in, and add another 20 while silently judging myself.
Yeah, towels are the worst. They look fine, you fold them, feel proud for like 2 seconds, and then later, boom, still kind of cold and wet in the middle.
Exactly. I've learned the hard way that towels need at least 45, sometimes a full hour if the dryer's weak or already packed to the brim.
That makes sense. This machine looks ancient too, so I'm thinking I'll do 40 minutes now and mentally prepare to add more coins afterward.
Smart move. Better than pretending 20 minutes is enough and walking out with clothes that smell suspicious.
Honestly, I wish these machines had a realistic button, like jeans, towels, and don't embarrass me.
For real, and if we're being strategic, we should shake stuff out before we start, less clumping, faster drying, and fewer rage coins.
Scene 60. Okay, be honest. Did we accidentally order pancakes for a family of 6? Because this stack is straight up ridiculous.
I swear I just said the pancakes, not the pancakes that could feed a small village. This plate is doing way too much.
Right? I was mentally prepared for like 3 pancakes, not this skyscraper situation dripping in syrup like it's showing off.
And the waiter had the nerve to say enjoy. Like, bro, this is a commitment. I'm gonna need a game plan and maybe a nap afterward.
Same. I already feel full just looking at it. But also, I kind of love it. This is peak diner energy. No shame, no restraint, just vibes.
For real. We'll pretend we're splitting it, fully knowing I'm still going to keep eating even after saying, okay, I'm done 5 times.
And then we'll ask for a to-go box like we're responsible adults, and it'll sit in the fridge until it becomes a science experiment.
Speak for yourself. I'm taking it home and eating it cold at 2 a.m. like a champion of poor decisions.